My name is Erin Washburn, and I'm the literary manager for Interact Theater Company, located on the unceded land of the Lenni Lenape known as Philadelphia. Thank you all so much for joining us for this reading of Sunny Days by Reina Hardy, which was developed through a collaboration between Interact and VORTEX. When we initially commissioned this play, we had no idea how much the world would change and how much our relationship to art would change with it, especially over the last year. But being shoved into our homes actually allowed us to come together from miles apart to delve into a play about the power of creation and the resilience of the human spirit. Work that was both inspiring and healing at a time when it seemed like we'd never be able to connect again. Although we at Interact are halfway across the country right now, we're thrilled that the work from the past few months has culminated so joyfully in person. We are so grateful to Reina, Rudy, and VORTEX for collaborating with us, to the National New Play Network for supporting this collaboration, and to you for being part of the process today. Thank you, and enjoy.
Awesome. Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming to the VORTEX this afternoon, evening, for our first reading back. We are super excited to be presenting this this reading of Sunny Days by Reina Hardy. We have been developing this play in collaboration with Interact Theater Company in Philadelphia. They received the National New Play Network grant for collaboration, and we've done 2 readings with their company in Philadelphia. Those were on Zoom thanks to the situation we were in for the past year. And so we're really happy to be able to do one fully in person, particularly because this is a play about puppets, among other things. And so we're actually able to have puppets in the room with us, thanks in no small part to the amazing Caroline Reck, and as well as a lot of people who've been generous with loaning us puppets, including my roommate, including her friend Julia, and we thank them. We also thank the Hideout and Ground Floor Theater for providing rehearsal space. It'll be 3 acts straight through, hopefully around 90 minutes. And then after that, we'll take a break, we'll stop streaming, and we'll come back for a little Q&A. Any questions? I'm sure we'll all remember how to do this. All right, so without further ado, Sunny Days by Reina Hardy. Act 1. Supertitle Day 1. A conference room. Bleak, unpleasant, fluorescent lights, a big whiteboard with a date. March 15th, 2004, written on it. Window off to one side. Ricardo and Ivan are sitting. They each have name tags. There are 5 additional name tags with no one sitting next to them.
Can I admit something? I'm really nervous.
Why?
I don't handle violence well. I'm sort of like a sensitive kid.
The war is over, Ricardo.
Oh, Ricky's good, Miss Williams.
Okay. Ricky.
It's just, people who have done that kind of thing, I never met anyone like that.
You are here as an artist and as a performer. No one's expecting you to be a diplomat, but I think you're making some assumptions. The people here work at universities. They didn't fight. They just lived through something.
Something horrible.
And I think you'll be inspired by how much they want to make things better for their children.
She's got a text on her phone.
So they're coming at 10? Or...
9.
Oh, because I thought, well, since it's been so... Oh, sorry, that's my bad.
A puppet. Clever. I'm sorry. I'm distracted. All of these texts.
My phone doesn't work here.
You need a new SIM card. Any updates on the luggage?
No, but my phone doesn't work here, so
Good.
when I'm away from the hotel, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's always extremely cool what you're doing, Miss Williams.
What we're doing.
I never get asked to do stuff like this.
Well, you're young. I'm sure it will happen more and more.
So, they're coming at 10?
The seminar started at 9.
Oh. Because I thought, well, since it's been so, I thought maybe I was supposed to come at 9 so that you and I could talk.
Oh, no, we don't need to talk. Excuse me, I do need to make some calls.
There's a noise. What is it? Is it people yelling or children playing? Are those guns? Ricky goes to the window, reaches out his hand to open it. Blackout. Supertitle, Day 2. Same room. Ivan is there with Eagler and Katerina, who sit behind their respective name tags. All of the other name tags, besides Ricardo's, have been cleared away.
Okay, I think we can get started. May 16th, 2004, day 1 of the Kosovo Educational and Content Workshop. Eagler and Katerina, I'm so glad to work with you both. We have 3 days together to make a plan for something incredible. A television show created for children of Kosovo to help them learn, grow, understand this unique world. It's a big job, but...
Is this everyone?
We are waiting on one person, Richard Costa.
The puppeteer.
Yes!
The big green guy. Me love the alphabet and me love you. My son, he loves these puppets.
My daughter also.
Yes, that's a character Ricardo works on. He's fabulous, a great young artist, but his contribution, it won't really be from the content and planning perspective. That's you guys. This is your show. So I think we should jump right into it. Talk about the name.
About Chuchet.
But how do you spell that?
Qytet.
And you're attracted to that name because...
It is ABC city in Albania.
Right. Fantastic. But I should make this clear. It doesn't have to be a direct translation. ABC City isn't actually a city. It's a neighborhood. It's a place where children feel safe and comfortable and at home. So we want to make use of a name that will feel to viewers like a neighborhood they might go to.
You could say Yadja. About Yadja.
Good. Y-A-L-A.
G-J-E. But actually, Chutet also means place. You can use it to mean, like, hey, this place, so it's more popular, actually. I think it's better.
So Jetet is better.
Yes.
Good. So we have the names. We're making so much good progress. We should also talk about the Serbian name.
Abu Vugraj.
This is like it's a ABC city in Serbia.
Right, Cyrillic. And is this only for a big city, or is it also...
Any place or neighborhood?
Same, like Jetet. Serbian, Albanian, the same. So, this is what you want to go with? Right. So, we should talk about how to do the title. So, the show will be the same. We just dub it in Albanian and Serbian, depending on where it airs, and we will be doing cross promotions. So I'm wondering if we do 2 different title cards with 2 different names, or maybe we do one where the sign in the logo is like both names together like this.
2 different. It should be separate.
Yes.
Because
When it's Serbian TV, it should be the Serbian side.
Yes, yes, of course.
And Albanian, yes.
Why?
And because I think it would avoid a lot of discussion
And
and
don't
stuff.
we want discussion?
We don't want to raise any tensions.
What are you thinking?
To be separately, of course, because of, like he said, it wouldn't be accepted. It's quite difficult to explain because of, like he said, the children don't see that. Both languages together on a sign, they might not accept it. It has to be.
It's more of the parents.
And you don't think there's some benefit to...
Because we are separate. We are not living in the same places. In Pristina now, there is just one apartment building Serbian, where I am living, and other places are not safe. So,
It's like, oh, we're together, we're so happy.
it's not showing
Let's
what
dance.
Let's dance?
This is something international organizations do all the time, and it is a real irritation to local communities.
Right. Well, let's leave this on the board. And then we can start thinking about... Mr. Acosta!
I'm late.
No,
It's just she said today might be canceled and my phone
Oh, you
isn't
need to buy a
working.
SIM card.
And yesterday I worked so hard to be on time. I woke up at 5 a.m. and jet lag, and I don't know the area. And then sometimes people think I don't think things are important, and I don't want you to think that this isn't important to me. So it's the most important thing I've ever done.
Why don't I introduce you to the team? Ricky, this is Kareem, our Serbian content advisor, and Ibler, our Albanian content advisor.
Hello.
I heard so much about you both yesterday.
We love the alphabet and we love you.
Yes.
Mr. Acosta works on the American version of ABC City.
7 whole months.
So, I thought we could start by talking about our backgrounds. Oh, why this project is important to us. Now, I'm Ivan Williams. I've been working with ABC Company for almost 10 years. I actually come from theater background, but early in my career, I supported myself as a teacher in New York public schools, and I uncovered a need to impact the lives of children more directly in my work as an artist, and the tool I found was television. I hold a PhD from Columbia in early childhood education, but my education in production came from working with Dominic Canada on a documentary film about the children at my school, A Year in the Life of a Neighborhood.
Ah, that was you.
I was born in
That
America,
was you.
but my mother was what she liked to call American by choice. And I chose to work with ABC Company because it represents the very best of what my country has to offer. And the idea that we can all live together, the idea that anyone can be part of a dream. And I think that we should all be able to take the best of what we are and share it with the world. Katerina?
I am formerly professor at Pristina University. I was asked to do this job because I have assisted with many film segments to illustrate holiday specials for RTK on subjects of great cultural importance. I have an MA in poetry. I have 3 children, 2 years, 4 years, and 7. That's all.
Ibler?
I'm a film director, and I also teach here in Pristina presently. This is very important to me because my son is still small. He's just 8, but he remembers war. He remembers when we were refugees, and it's my strong belief that for children like my son, there should be some provision, some way of thinking. We can teach them to believe that this will not happen again. I think for us, maybe it's too late. I don't have any friends Serbian. I don't think I will make any friends Serbian, but I'm thinking if we start with the children, maybe something can be done.
So I'm left. I'll go. When I was 11, I made this puppet, Captain Pickle. No, he wasn't the first puppet I made, but he was the first one that was any good. And I took him everywhere, which meant I was that kid at school who always had a puppet with him, and that was fine until camp. And my mom told me not to take Captain Pickle to camp, but I was a city kid, and I wasn't going to spend 3 weeks in the woods alone, so Captain Pickle came to camp, and there was me, and a cabin full of boys, and Pickle, who was with me in bed every night. So one morning, when I came back from my turn in the shower, Captain Pickle was gone. And I think maybe if I handled it better, I could have saved him, but I just didn't have the capacity. I stood there dripping and bawling, and, well, where is my puppet? You know, it strengthened their resolve against every threat the counselor made, so the whole cabin got locked down, and it wouldn't stop until Captain Pickle was returned. So, the next time I came back from the shower, they had hung him over my bunk from a noose, which his neck was only a little torn, and I could have sewn it, except he was dead. I felt like he was dead. I knew he was dead. And I cried for 3 days straight. So yeah, that's why.
That was beautiful, Ricardo. Thank you. So, you came at a great time. We had actually just settled on names for the show.
Names?
Abatsa. Jite. For the Albanian version of the show, and am I pronouncing the letters right? Abavu. Grad for Serbian versions.
So like just a straight translation.
But it works perfectly.
Oh, okay. Oh. I just had a really great idea. Let me see if I can draw it for you. Okay. What if the logo, it's both of the names on one street sign, and like a slash and a different font, you know, to show that we're all together.
Yeah, I think we decided that it wouldn't be accepted, right? Because it wouldn't be the kind of street signs the children here are familiar with.
Well, okay, but like, is it really our job to show people only the things that they will accept? I mean, shouldn't we show them something better?
Can you do the voice?
Of Captain Pickle?
The voice. No, of the green monster. Me love you and you.
Alderman Alphabet? No, I'm not really the best at that one.
But this is the character you play.
Right hand. I right hand that character.
What does that mean, right hand?
It means I just, move the other hand around while Joe does the mouth and the voice and the left hand. You know, because Joe has only got 2 hands, and to make Alderman Alphabet, you need 3 hands.
You play Alderman Alphabet's hand?
Yes.
This is a very large degree of disrespect.
Katerina,
No, this shows continued disrespect. I knew he was not the one I had seen in the interview.
Katerina, please. We said we
Your
were starting
he
over
is a
from
baby.
day
He
one.
knows nothing.
I'm actually very
You do
talented.
not respect us enough to send us the real Alderman Alphabet. We are not important enough. You do not believe we can make this show.
In fact, it's very impressive that I'm this young. Many people are impressed by it.
Do not talk to me about budget. I risked my life to come
Okay, here we go.
I understand budget. I understand that budget is also disrespect. What this shows is we are not enough.
Kosovo
is not enough. You destroy us and then abandon us. If he is going to leave, I am not going to stay. My life I risk.
Fuck!
I am very talented.
Mr. Acosta, you're gonna have to give me a minute before I respond.
You told them I was Alderman Alphabet? Believe me, I would love to be Alderman Alphabet. If I was Alderman Alphabet, I'd be putting down a down payment on a house and impregnating my beautiful wife and instead of feeling slightly scared all the goddamn time. So, yeah, I guess I'm sorry to disappoint you and that Russian
Serbian.
lady. Whatever.
I'm sorry. I didn't prepare you for this because I was hoping to avoid this exact conversation. I also thought I'd be sending Joe.
Oh, did you?
This cannot be solely an Albanian project. It would look just... It would be disastrous. We can't take sides. We have to represent Kosovo. Katerina is influential in what remains of the Serbian community. It's important to make her feel as if she's being given her due.
And Joe is her due.
Originally, we weren't going to even have a puppeteer, but the puppets are the celebrities. They bring the magic. You know how Eagler said that it might be too difficult for the adults to live together? So we have to start with the children.
Yeah.
Puppets can bring out the child inside. The truth is, Katerina is right. This is a quick and dirty project. Very simple, very doable. They're going to do a few live action shots here in Kosovo, a new title sequence. The rest of this is just a little limbo segments from the original versions of the show. Pigeon and Pat, Alderman Alphabet's breakfast table. Stuff we can overdub easily. A lot of other international co-productions, they get their own sets. We develop new characters. Oh, you should have seen the South African production.
The one with the puppet who had AIDS?
That's
that was kind of...
No, that's what got all the media attention, but they developed a whole group of new characters, built this whole village set. Oh, it's beautiful.
Why are we doing that here?
Because no one believes in them.
And I was supposed to make them feel like someone did believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe in them, if that makes a difference.
Really? Why?
I don't know, I guess it's a choice.
Have you been listening to the news?
Everything's in Albanian, and my phone doesn't
You
really...
need to get a SIM card.
Miss Williams, you keep on saying that, and I don't know what it means.
Oh, really?
Wait, is this some international traveler thing? I'm sorry, I really never...
You know what? We don't have time for this. Just give me your phone. Give me your phone. I'll fix it.
Over the following, Ivan gets a fresh SIM card from her purse and replaces Ricardo's.
There have been some incidents. Some KLA fighters and leaders are being tried for war crimes. Protests are planned. Do you have a safe place for this?
That?
Remember, a boy was shot. A teenager, a Serbian, yesterday. And today, the protests are also some children. It's not really clear what happened to the children. They drowned, likely accidentally, but they were Albanian, so assumptions have been made, and there's a lot of anger, which unfortunately is having an impact on our project. Very few people are willing to come in.
Is it safe?
Of course it's safe. The whole country is under NATO control. We have the military of 20 countries, and yes, that includes the United States military watching over us.
Hoorah!
It's just personalities. worse, frankly. No one thought we could get them in a room. I mean, my friend Kosovo did one with Israelis and Palestinians, and she said it might be like that. You know, they'd just be humoring us, telling us what we want to hear.
That didn't happen.
Remember, it's been 3 years. Most of the children will be serving were alive during the war. And some of them exist because of it.
Jeez.
The reality of the world is very few children have an easy and great life. You want to do this work? You don't have time to be shocked or sentimental. If we can't protect them, we have to be able to face the issues they are facing. I'm gonna make some calls. Will you sit tight in case one of them comes back?
An alert from Ricardo's phone.
My luggage. It's not here yet. Why the long face, Ricky? Oh no, Captain Pickle. I think I'm in over my head. Over your head? What is over your head? No, these people, the situation is so messed up, and I don't know, I'm supposed to be this great puppeteer who can fix everything. But you are a great puppeteer. Well, you would say that. Have you tried standing on top of something? Well, I mean, no, seriously,
To who are you talking?
I was doing a voice.
Are there an alphabet?
No, actually, Captain Pickle.
Captain Pickle is dead.
Oh.
You said that after the boys hung him in your cabin, he was dead. So why is he talking?
Right, I couldn't bear to make another body for him, but I do the voice sometimes, you know, just to remember.
You are very odd.
It's just that, you know, the things that make her angry, it makes me angry. They make her angry, you know? It's like, come on, these people, they're here to help us. You know who her husband is? How do you think she gets these jobs? A degree in poetry? Can you believe it?
Oh, Katerina! You came back.
You said she left because I left.
But now we're all back. Let's sit down.
Glad to see you decided what these Americans provide is sufficient respect for you.
What I say is not for my own respect. It is respect for Kosovo.
Kosovo?
It is my country. I love it. I returned here to rebuild after the bombings, to be working on this television show. I leave my house. I live in a studio apartment with my mother and my children.
So leave. Go to Belgrade.
I was born here. Everything I love here. The first poem I ever learned by heart was about Kosovo. I learned it when I am 12. Yes, and from Jerusalem, a great grey bird, a taloned falcon flew to the Tsar at Kosovo. Lazar, Lazar, Tsar of noble family, which kingdom do you long for most? Will you choose a heavenly crown, or will you choose earthly crown?
People let her say this. Sit here and let her say it.
If you choose the earth, then saddle horses. Make a dawn attack. The Turks, your
This
enemy
legend
will
of
be
the Battle of Kosovo.
destroyed.
For years, they would not let us speak our
Besides,
language.
they built a church.
Or govern ourselves, or be free.
Not of stone.
For their churches,
Out of
and
silk
their holy
and
battle
velvet.
sites, and their
For all
fucking
shall
14th
perish,
century poems.
Perish utterly, and you,
I've had it with
God,
your stupid
shall
poem!
perish with them.
Just because you have a poem does not mean you get to
Dear
keep it
God,
country!
what shall
It
I
is made
do?
up.
Earthly
It is
kingdom,
made
or
up.
such passing things.
Do you know why her
A
husband is in
heavenly
Belgrade?
kingdom raging
Because
in
if
the
he were
dark
here,
for all.
he would be prosecuted for war crimes!
That is a lie!
He was chief of police Pristina.
Pig, good man who protected this city. Everyone with government position must leave. It was not safe for us. People were murdered at the university.
Not safe. In this city, the police came and shot whole families, stole wives and daughters, dragged them into basements.
These men standing trial, they also shoot, they also rape, and you riot in the streets to keep them from justice.
Who is you? I'm here making television program for children, but oh no, okay. I am Albanian man. I want revenge on all Serbs. So why are you in this room with me, huh? Maybe I rape you.
Whoa! Okay, let's just take a.
She says you like this to me after what they did to my family.
This is not right. This is not fair. He cannot say these things to me. I have 3 daughters.
I think maybe we ought to take a break. See if we can start again. We are thinking of the children, and I think that makes things run a little hot. But I know if we are thinking of our children, we are thinking of the same thing.
Do you have children?
No.
Then why do you say our children? How do you even know what we are thinking of? How do you understand?
I do not have my own children, but my entire life has been
You
dedicated.
are selfish. You are like a child yourself.
Okay, great point. You know, I don't have a kid, and I don't have a house, and I think about that every day, like what a ridiculous and childish choice to make. You know, I'm a puppeteer, so I can't bring a child into this world because I can't support a child, and I would never bring a child into an unstable situation like, I don't know, a literal fucking war zone. I mean, why do you even have kids, huh? Why do you even have kids?
You can't ask that.
Oh, you know what? He can ask whatever he wants. Mr. Pickle can ask whatever's on Mr. Pickle's mind. Why did I have a kid? What is I don't know. Why have kids? Why blue sky? Why boys cool? Probably it was all a mistake. You told us a very nice story about the sad thing that happened to a puppet you love. So sweet, so touching. What if I tell you a story about the sad thing that happened to me and some people that I love? Same as you. My son going away to camp. That's what I told my son. Fun times. Hopefully big adventure. All 3 of us together, my son, me, my wife, we had stopped in Mitrovic on our way out to the country. It was just supposed to be 2 nights. Not in a camp, in an old armory. Pillows, blankets on the floor, all 3 of us together waiting. Then one night when I came back, my wife was not there. 2 nights. She was not there. When she came back, she wasn't much hurt. There was some marks around the neck and limp, but she was different. She said to me she thought she was dead. And my story is inspiring, yes? Maybe it answers your question.
My husband did not do this. He was not even in
He did not stop it.
Why did you come here?
Why did I come?
Why did you come make this show? If you had this thing against me, if you held against me this terrible thing.
Because what else? Because I can't be put down. There has to be a next day.
I should go. I have made a mistake. I do not belong here.
Wait, Katerina, where do you live?
Why do you ask me that?
You said you were staying in those, like, some Serbian apartments. Are you staying in the Project U apartments? I don't think you can go home. I've signed up for alerts, and...
My children. Mother.
It's not safe. There's a mob outside the building.
Katerina, wait! Wait!
Let's go, don't touch me!
I will go with you. I will go with you, yes? Okay.
He takes her scarf and pulls it over the top of her head. He takes her by the arms and they together. Blackout. Super title day 3. Lights bump on the conference room for a moment before fading out again. Shouting. Gunfire. Burning. Collapsing. Super title day 4. All 4 in the conference room. There's luggage on the table between them.
You don't have to be here.
I'm here. Why wouldn't I be here?
We just thought you, with everything, you wouldn't be.
You are still here.
Yeah, only because Yvonne couldn't get an earlier flight.
What we mean is that we'd understand if you wanted to cancel. You know, the situation is so much less stable.
The fires are out in the churches, the streets are quiet. I want to see Alderman out from that.
Oh, yes, me too. I want him to love me.
Ricardo opens the luggage.
They sent the wrong. They mixed up the bag.
Who is that?
It's no one. It's a jobber puppet. It's an extra to fill out scenes. And he's got a lot of hats. You can touch him. He's got a lot of hats and things to fit in wherever. But let's see. I can give you a little, Okay. Hello. I'm Alderman Puppet.
No, you are not.
Pretty awful at that voice. I don't think my skull is shaped right. Okay, shake it off. Okay, who are you? Who are you, buddy? Hi there. No, hi there. Oh there. Welcome to Valoneecia. No, welcome to Priscilla! Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there, Ricky. Hello there, Eagler. Hello there, Ivan! Oh! Hello there, Katarina.
Hello, Captain Pickle.
And Act 1. Act 2. A news desk.
Good evening, senior citizens. Welcome to the real news. I'm Ken Even, and this is my lovely co-host, Pink Sock.
Hi, y'all.
2019 is coming to an end. What will 2020 bring for this increasingly divided nation?
I can't wait to find out.
Local news, members of the Senate are visiting the Hutto Detention Center in Texas after a newly leaked video raised questions about the death of a juvenile detainee this past May from flu.
Content warning for the video, it's a real downer.
Speaking of children, we have some youth entertainment news, don't we, Pink Sock?
We do. CTV, the non-profit production company behind shows like Dogmas, Senorita Applebaum, and of course, ABC City, has been acquired by Watch It, the streaming and content creation giant. CTV spokesperson Marcy Clune has this to say.
This is not a betrayal of CTV principles. Our mission is and always will be to help children. We are absolutely proud to partner with Watch It in keeping this programming alive.
Yeah, so they broke. They had to accept Watch It's offer or face bankruptcy. Oh.
Why would Watch It go to all this trouble to acquire a failing company?
Well, as a former viral YouTube star, I think I can offer some insight. They wanted ABC City. Sure, the franchise has lost a little bit of its luster as toddlers turn into hideously algorithmically generated CGI animations, but ABC City has that classic IP that brings back amazing memories for so many of us. I mean, Alderman Alphabet, wow. Captain Pickle, iconic.
Iconic indeed. We now turn to our weather correspondent, Plastic Bag in the Wind. How's that tornado watch going, Plastic Bag?
Oh God, 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 no, it's not okay. Oh, I can handle this. Oh, I can't, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh please, no.
More on this story as it develops. Until then, I'm Kent Even, and this is The Real News.
I know, right?
Scene 2.
Good news, children of men. Campbell, guess what? What are you doing?
Watching the news.
Did you shower?
These are post-shower pajamas.
Okay, Campbell, I got you the interview.
What? You got me the interview? You got me the interview! Oh, this is the worst thing that happened all week. What? Look at me! Do you think I can handle another failure?
Why would you fail? You are a brilliant and talented creator. You've won awards. Your shows have expanded the definition of what puppetry can do, and that's not me saying it. It's the Village Voice.
Oh God, I'm old. Oh, I should have got a degree in speech and in pathology.
Campbell, you are a great director.
I'm a trash heap. I'm a great trash heap.
Campbell, you said you wouldn't get the interview. You got the interview. Look at me. I'm not gonna put up with you saying mean things about my friends.
See, that works a lot better on me. If you just try to give me a little logical reason that I'm not a giant trash heap, I'll just come up with a logical argument to defeat them.
Nothing that you just said was at all illogical or indeed an argument.
But if you ask me just because you want...
Literally just said bleep, bloop, bleep at me.
You know, I do anything you ask me to do.
Not a good idea.
But I was saying as a friend.
Yeah, I was sorry if I misinterpreted you. Look, we obviously have a very intense history, and I don't want the lines to get blurry.
Oh, your boyfriend wouldn't like it.
He's not my boyfriend, but no, he wouldn't like it. Incidentally, it's not that easy to date when your ex has been living on your couch for a month. Don't you want to start 2020 in a better place? Okay, you're my friend, and you are spiraling downwards. And don't say what you're starting to say.
I find it
You won't be able to
super
unsay
curious
it.
that when I was working at the Public and you were waiting tables, I was attractive.
Wow.
Oh, but now that you got Watch It money and in-unit laundry,
I didn't even get a raise.
I'm suddenly
Are you done?
very ugly.
You dumped me!
Only the first time.
I could say exactly the same shitty stuff you're saying, but I don't say anything like that. Instead, I try to get you a job. A job at ABC City.
Oh, please stop pronouncing it like that.
pronounce it like ABC?
Oh, not like it's some sacred name. Like it's the only thing anyone could aspire to in puppetry. You know, some of us don't want that. You know, those bright, enthusiastic puppets with their jumpy hands and their eyes you can switch out and their flappy mouths, their fur, their cuddly felts. Some of us want to create something. I mean, Jesus, let me live. Educational goddamn children's programming.
Well, I'd rather you didn't pronounce it like that, considering I've devoted my whole life to it.
Marcy, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean.
I'm not sure I do. I actually think this matters a lot more to you than your avant-garde, downtown, multimedia, grant-supported, unattended...
Oh, come on!
We're helping children!
Are we?
We're trying! And I think trying is better than anything else I could do.
Well, now I feel like shit. Can I borrow your green blazer?
No, you'll look like a tryhard. You should wear the powdered one. You should wear your patterned one, but I'll give you a silk shell.
I've got that thing I wear under it.
I'll give you a silk shell! Campbell, what's the matter?
The world is broken and insane, and I make stuff with puppets! Puppets?
Both make stuff with puppets. Well, I produce stuff with puppets, but it's almost the same.
Yeah, but you make puppets that everyone understands, and I make puppets of trash.
Your reel speaks for itself. More importantly, so do your budgets.
What budget?
Exactly. But now that you have the interview, we can get you prepped with some details about the project.
She goes to the contract and a pen.
A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, play nice with
Hang on a sec.
G, it's for doggy, pick up your toy, be kind to your neck. What is this?
NDA. It stands for non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, what the hell is this project covering?
I will absolutely tell you, but I do need that signature first. It's totally standard. You can trust me on this. I've signed dozens of these.
I'm reading.
Okay. Mind if I watch TV?
Marcy turns on the news.
Amidst the continuing crisis at the border, a human interest story.
The crisis at the border is not still happening.
There are thousands of detained children living in border camps. Some people are saying that these children need medical care, sanitation, or their parents. Others are saying that what they need is a hero.
Let's welcome Captain Pickle to the real news, everyone!
Hello! Hello, world! Hello, news!
And of course, the creator, voice, and puppeteer of one of the world's top 20 merchandisable characters for ages 2 to 8, Ricardo Acosta.
I'm happy to be here. Rick, Kent, Pink.
So, tell me, what inspired you to make programming targeted for children of the border crisis? Seems like kind of a weird fit for a cute show with puppets.
ABC City goes wherever kids need help. It's our mission, right, Captain Pickle? Right! I do not know what a mission is. Well, a mission is a reason for existing. Your mission is the reason you're here, not just here today on the news program, but here in the world at all, you know? I see. Oh, it's like a superpower. Right. I'd certainly like to think that our superpower is helping children.
Some people are saying that ABC City is a kids show. Is it really the place to address serious issues?
Well, you know, ABC City was originally developed for inner city children in America. That's right. As a response to a literacy and numeracy crisis. Numeracy and literacy, for sure. So that's what we've always been. Crisis respondents. We've done special segments for kids in foster care, kids whose parents are jailed, and this project was inspired by work we did in the Syrian refugee camps.
Oh, tell them about our friends Katerina and Ebler.
One of the first things that I did in my career with ABC City was work on an international production in Kosovo.
Oh, Kosovo.
And it was, I have to tell you, it was pretty serious there. And so if we didn't do this kind of thing, I don't know if it would be ABC City anymore.
I see. Some people would say that with the Watch It acquisition and the paywall, ABC City isn't quite ABC City anymore.
No, I disagree. This is about accessibility. The funding we're getting allows us to do important work that would be impossible otherwise.
Captain Pickle, it looks like you have something to say.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
It really looks like he does.
Oh, he doesn't. He's a puppet.
It looks like he might have something to say about ABC City going behind a paywall.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't even understand what a paywall is. ABC City has no walls! Has no walls! Has no
Marcy
walls!
turns off the news.
Campbell, did you...
And done.
Lawyer enters and takes paper and pen. The rest of the scene clears.
Thank you. So, here's one that I can explain it to you in my usual way, which is legally. In 1985, the ACLU sued the federal government on behalf of Jenny Flores, a 15-year-old girl who fled El Salvador to be with her family in America, but was handcuffed, strip searched, and held at the border. Flores versus Reno went all the way to the Supreme Court in 1992, where the ACLU lost. However, the lawsuits on behalf of detained children continued. So in 1997, the INS signed what we call the Flores Settlement. Basically, the government agreed to institute certain minimum standards of care for migrant children in exchange for the ACLU not suing them all the fucking time. From that point, it's a settled legal matter that a child under U.S. custody has certain rights, like sanitation and warmth and education. It's been alleged that the Hutto facilities, along with many other detention facilities, are in violation of that act, and therefore these children have legal recourse, and many of them lawyers, like me. My clients don't pay well, but they are adorable. Settled, done, argued. But there is another way I could explain it to you. Did you know I wasn't always a lawyer? Yes, it's true. Every lawyer was at one point a child, and after that, an academically high-achieving teenager, and after that, an undergraduate who flirted with performing arts. And weirdly enough, the performing arts I flirted with was puppetry! So, there are other things I know, other languages I speak, and if I wanted to, I could explain it to you like this.
Puppetry segment, the story of Gabriella. This story should be told entirely through the art of puppetry, and it should be harrowing. It should also cause the lawyer's presentation materials to change and come to life. Make this the saddest and most beautiful 5-minute piece of puppetry you can imagine. This is how the story goes. Gabriella is a little girl who lives with her mother and father and brother. There is a storm and their home becomes unsafe. They have to leave. They cross the map. The borders are just lines, but then sometimes they become dangerous. They get caught. Gabriella's parents are taken and put in jail. There is no one to take care of Gabriella. Gabriella is left alone. She sits in a cage waiting. Her parents don't come. Her parents don't come. And bit by bit, Gabriella fades away until you can't see her anymore. Sound filters in the story, the sound of unhappy children in a facility with hard walls trying to play. From this point on, all the children in the act are invisible. Now some humans enter.
Ah! Puppet people!
We're from ABC City.
Yeah, I heard. I'm redacted. I'm a lawyer. Not your lawyer. That's an old lawyer joke. You'll get it someday. Are you enjoying the tour?
I've been already. This is for Mr. Acosta.
Mr. Ricardo Acosta. Ah! You're Captain Pickle! I've got nieces. I bought all of them the doll. Most annoying little fucking thing. My sister could have killed me. So what do you think of the place so far?
This is just like it was on the news a year ago. Nothing's changed.
Oh, that's not true. For example, they took all of the children away for a while, then they brought all of them back. But, you know, in terms of the little kiddos behind fencing type stuff, yeah, you know, it's still a thing. And that's just the areas they'll let you into. I've never actually been in the medical unit, which is where the death happened. But really, people overreact to the kennel or cage-like aspect of fencing. It's just aesthetics. But, you know, aesthetics are important, as I'm sure you know. Hey, where's Captain Pickle?
I don't. He's back with my luggage.
That's a pity. Kids really like puppets. Probably some good photo opportunities that you're missing there. You know? Hey, a selfie?
It's not really a... Okay.
Why are you acting like this?
How am I acting?
Smiling and making jokes? How can you work with these people?
Oh, I'm not working with them. I'm suing them. I've been trying to get this place shut down for months. Instead, this is happening.
Oh,
So strictly speaking, I could ask you how you are working with these people. How are you acting this way? Don't you realize that what you're doing here is a cover-up?
Sir, we are not
We're
planning on
complying with
any
the
of
educational
See,
portion
we're
of
just
the
looking
Flores
to
Act. These kids are getting their very own episodes of ABC City. My nieces don't get that. How can they possibly complain? What could they need? Parents! They need their parents!
Mr. Acosta, please.
You knew what this was like.
You have to remember that we are here to make things better.
And this was supposed to be fixed. You know, I don't understand why this is happening. Why are these kids living like this?
The children are living like this because their parents are in jail. Their parents are in jail because they broke the law. They broke the law so that their children would survive.
Their parents
Why
were...
did they have kids? Why did they even have kids? Why would you bring children into the world where you can't care for them? You have kids?
I have 3 daughters.
Oh, of course. You're a famous and successful guy, which is probably not what your mom expected out of you being a puppet person. My mom thought she had it made when I went to law school. Thought I was definitely going to deliver on the whole grandkids and house with the ensuite guest room thing, but who knew I'd spend my life representing penniless 4-year-olds? Who knew that we'd actually somehow regress on children's rights in the 21st century? Who knew that the seas would boil and the ice caps would melt and the air would go on fire? Who knew that you could try your damnedest to fix all these things but make more money and get more respect by playing around with puppets?
Okay, this has become abusive and not very productive. We're gonna go.
You can't go.
We are definitely going.
Please, yes, to meet my client. Okay, the whole reason I talked to you was to get you to meet my client.
Really? Because it seems like you talked to us for really odd emotional reasons of your own.
That was my mistake, you know. You don't know what it's like here. Please, just, don't you want to meet her? Don't you want to meet Gabriella? Come on. I'm an asshole, but she's 4. She's 4 years old. She's had the shittiest Christmas.
Where is she?
Thank you. She's in Unit B. You'll see why.
They walked to Gabriella's cage. The sounds of children in the harsh concrete room grew louder for a moment, then subsided.
She doesn't talk. She barely moves. She's never even looked at me. She's my worst client. So uncooperative. You probably figured out that I make inappropriate jokes, and it's a coping mechanism. Our psychologist has all these great bits of evidence about repeated and extended trauma. You know, kids are resilient to a few bad days, but if events teach them that there's no hope, you start to see these really drastic effects. They're trying to say it has nothing to do with what's happening to her, but it just happens to be, she happens to be autistic or whatever, but what are the odds?
She's all alone.
She bites. She likes Captain Pickle. I mean, she doesn't talk, but I'm pretty sure she likes Captain Pickle. Because of the t-shirt. She won't let anyone take it away from her. Do the voice? I've tried to do the voice, but I really suck at it. If you do the voice and she talks to you, I'm going to be so mad. Months I spent on this kid trying to get her back with her family. She doesn't even smile at me. You walk in there with a fuzzy puppet voice and you're helping the people who are keeping her locked up. So you can at least try.
Excuse me.
Mr. Acosta?
He leaves.
Sorry, I imagine something I said. Should I go after him?
Marcy's already left. The lawyer hunkers down by Gabriella.
Hey there! Hey there! Hey there! Oh, God, I really do suck at that voice.
News segment 3.
News time! I'm Kent Even, and this is my charming co-host, Pinksock.
I'm plugged into the youth of today.
Welcome to the real news.
It's really the news.
Today, a retrospective. 2019.
What?
A year that began with the Fire Festival and ended with the impeachment of the U.S. President.
Snatched.
A year with 365 days and 417 mass shootings.
We stand.
A year of escalating climate crisis.
Whoa.
A year in which the Game of Thrones finale was not very good.
And that's the tea, Kent Even.
But first, the weather. Our correspondent, Plastic Bag in the Wind, brings you a special report from California.
Ooh, it's on fire! Oh God, it's all on fire! Oh God, I'm on fire!
Thank you, Plastic Bag in the Wind. Stay safe out there. I'm Kent Even.
I'm a pink sock.
For all of 2019, this has been The Real
Exhausting.
News. See you in 2020. It can't possibly get any worse!
Ricky stands in a liminal space. He's playing Candy Crush as a witness associate. Campbell enters.
Hey, what you doing?
But smoking a cigarette. Sorry. That's my joke with my wife. I'm playing a game on my phone.
So it's your vice.
What?
I mean, the joke is mobile games are your vice, like cigarettes.
Why are you asking me that?
I'm the director. They brought me on for the Hutto segments, and you're the star, so...
They sent you out here to talk to me.
I'm supposed to wrangle you. Establish report. Of course, the majority of my films I make by myself using puppets I controls made out of trash. And I don't pay for it. So I'm really bad at humans.
Oh, Campbell Sturgis. Hey, you do that piece. I saw it at the Mauer Festival.
I don't do it much.
It was really powerful. I still think about it. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Well, I was a kid. I'm a grown-up now. And I make work about it so I don't have to talk about it.
I'm sorry. I didn't connect the dots. I guess they didn't think they'd hire someone like you.
I make films.
Oh no, I mean, your stuff is really artistic and, you know, all that found object and...
Trash.
I mean, you're fantastic, but you're not commercial. And it didn't seem like you wanted to be.
It's not about want. It's just how I saw the world at the time. I actually looking forward to seeing the world like ABC City.
He holds up his phone.
It's an escape. That's the joke.
What?
If I wanted to be by myself, I used to go smoke a cigarette, but I can't do that anymore, so the joke is, I'm smoking a cigarette. Are you really okay with this?
Oh God, no. It's a nightmare, but we're here to make things better, right?
The lawyer said we were covering things up. That we were letting people say that these kids have ABC City, that they have Captain Pickle, that they're being treated well, and then the camp will stay open.
But if we walked away, what would that mean? This place got shut down? Or would it just mean the kids here don't get ABC City? Honestly, now that I'm repeating everything I told you to myself, oh gosh, I think the most convincing part of the argument was the unspoken part. Campbell, you are 45 years old, and you still $20,000 in debt. You need this job, Campbell. You need this job. So, don't look to me for moral clarity because trash heap. I've never made anything outside of a corrupt system. The alternative is I'm silent.
don't need this job. I just want to do the right thing.
Congrats.
I felt like a kid for such a long time. For much longer than you're supposed to feel like a kid. Part of me never believed that I'd ever be the grown-up, and now it's happened, and I don't know shit that grown-ups are supposed to know. Like, why can't I just go in there and take her? You bust open the lock and take her.
Because they have guns, and we have puppets.
Nothing feels real anymore. You know, I watch the news, and half the people don't even look like humans to me. Everything seems fake, like a joke. Like something slapped together out of junk. Mouths flapping. Do you know what I mean? Or do I sound insane? Or...
Oh, I felt that way my whole life.
Really?
It started with me, like, these aren't my arms. This isn't my body. This is just something fake that I'm controlling while the rest of me sits off to the side somewhere. The official diagnosis is depersonalization derealization disorder. Depersonalization. I'm not real. Derealization. None of this is real. It's pretty common if that makes you feel better.
It does, actually.
It's associated with trauma. So maybe the more traumatized we all get, the more common it will become. I was working on this piece about it before I got really depressed and I had to stop. It's sort of a fairy tale, maybe a myth about this little girl who gets stolen away from her mother by the anti-god and has to live in the anti-world where there are only broken things and trash, but she misses the real world. So she keeps making all the things she remembers, one by one, until she's made a whole world of broken things.
That's beautiful.
I know.
Is that how you really see the world? As broken?
Isn't it?
He looks sharply at the cannibal, but not at the puppet, at the actor. Cannibal puppet deflates a little, the human cannibal looks away. He shakes his head.
I don't think this is the right time for me.
What do you mean?
We're both trying to make something that does something. That will be a key for a lock in a door that needs to open. And maybe you can do a better job because you like to point out what's broken and wrong, and I like to make things better. I like to make things seem like they're going to be better. Maybe this isn't an age for me anymore. Maybe I should quit. Maybe I should quit everything.
Maybe you should ask Gabriella.
Transition. Ricardo stands in front of Gabriella's cage, having Pickle down at his side.
Hi! Hello, Gabriella. Me llamo Ricky. my Spanish is pretty bad, but I know you speak some English because you watch ABC City. ABC City, right? Unless it's dubbed. Oh my god, it's probably dubbed. Okay. Gabriella, there's someone I hope you want to meet. Hola, Gabriella. Was that good? I have been working on my español. Quería hablar contigo porque mi amigo, Mr. Redacted, told me you were feeling sad. And I thought, maybe we could talk about it. Why are you pointing at me? Oh, no, that isn't me on the t-shirt. Yo soy un humble janitor. That is a portrait of a very, very handsome and impressive superhero. Muy lindo. Ese es el famoso Captain Pickle. And yo soy merely un humble janitor. I'm a humble toilet cleaner, Mr. Pickle. No relation. ¿Por qué te estás riendo de mí? No, sí, es la verdad. Yo soy un janitor. Captain Pickle has a magic cape, and he can tame monsters, and he can turn regular dresses into princess dresses. And he is a very wonderful and powerful hero. And if all Alderman Alphabet were ever to discover his secret identity, well, who knows what would happen? That secret can never, ever be told. Never, ever. Nunca. Nunca. No, nunca. Ok. Te voy a decir un secreto. No, sí, muy importante. Should I tell her? I don't know, Mr. Pickle. It's a really big deal. But Ricardo, that is Gabriella. This is her. Should I do it? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell her. Okay, ven para acá. No, sí, acércate. Closer. Okay, No, sí, ven para acá, más, okay. Okay. Bueno, el secreto es que yo soy Captain Pickle. ¡Woo! Yeah, sí, es la verdad. Woo! Wow. It feels real good that I finally told someone. Right? Yeah. What do you mean you know? How could you know? Wow. You figured out my secret identity? Wow. She must be the smartest little girl in todo el mundo. Oh. Me? Okay, I would love to.
Captain Pickle extends his arms through the cage and hugs Gabriella.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That was a really good hug. Oh. Well, I wish I could. I really like all the friends I made here, and I really like you, but I have to go back to my home. I don't know when you can go home, Gabriella. I wish I could stay, but I can't. I physically can't. Well, actually, Captain Pickle, there is a way, but it isn't very nice, and you might not like it, and it's gonna be hard for me, but it's gonna be harder for you. Captain Pickle, wait. I'm telling her, Ricardo. She needs to know about the magic. She deserves to know. You deserve to know about la magia, the magic. I can stay with you, but I'm not going to be able to talk to you or move around. It might look like I might be dead, and that's probably gonna make you kind of sad, and it's hard for me for me to tell you that because it's the only way I can do it. But one day, it might be tomorrow, or it might be years, and years, but one day, you'll find the magic. And when you do, I'll come right back to life. And I can play with you and all your friends, and you'll just have to go through a lot of really hard stuff first. What do you say, Gabriella? Do you still want me to stay? Okay. Let's go.
Ricardo, shaking, pushes Captain Pickle through the bar of his cage, keeping him animated as long as he can.
Don't worry, it doesn't hurt. It's just it's a little tight. Oh,
It's just a little bit of an adventure.
He lays Captain Pickle's head down gently and pulls his arm back to the cage.
No, don't cry. Remember, you're going to find la magia. Sí, la vas a descubrir. You're gonna bring him back. He always comes back. Te lo prometo.
Captain Pickle lies perfectly still inside the cage. Ricardo leaves. Captain Pickle lies perfectly still for a long time as the lights fade, not quite to black. In the purple-blue, not quite blackness, Captain Pickle begins to move. Music. Act 3. Cage doors open. Mr. Pickle is gone. Act 3 prologue. Music plays dim and staticky as if through ancient and faltering technology. A child is singing along.
Have you heard about Valoneecia City? It's my neighborhood. It could be your neighborhood too. Everyone can come to ABC City and learn and live and work to make their dreams come true. Open the doors, say it's ABC. The magic words are simple. 1, 2, 3. If you don't know it yet, just come with me and we can learn. Hey, let's go to ABC City, a place where the skies are always blue. So many friends in ABC City, like her and him and them and me and you. Like her and him and them and me and you. Come on, let's go.
She's watching ABC City on a salvage machine, one of those 90s tube and VHS combo numbers. She carefully puts several items into a knapsack. A battered water bottle, the VHS tape, a ribbon. Then she picks up something battered and limp, something torn and ancient, something the same color as Captain Pickle. She holds the things close for a moment. Once she feels ready, she swings the knapsack over her shoulder and sets off. It starts some kind of Sesame Street style commercial indicating the time and place, perhaps with an animated map. 2500-ish AD, sanctuary city of old Philadelphia. Act 3, Scene 1. Mr. Pickle cleans up after a flood, pushing a mop, humming the ABC City theme tune. Little Gabby enters with her knapsack.
Oh, hello, little Gabby.
Hello, Mr. Pickle. Big storm last night.
There are some new leaks in the dome now. Keeping them dry is a lot of work. Where are you going with that knapsack, little Gabby?
Can you keep a secret?
Oh, yes, definitely.
I'm going on a trip. And not just any trip. I'm going to ABC City.
But little Gabby, ABC City is very far away. Do you even know where it is?
Brooklyn, New York. It says so right on the back of my VHS tape.
Do you know where Brooklyn, New York is? Don't you think you should ask a grown-up to help you?
Do you know I can't do that? And even if I could, they'd just say no. Grown-ups always have some reason why I shouldn't do the things I want to do. And I won't want to live in Philadelphia anymore.
But, little Gabby, Philadelphia is really a very good place. It's one of the places people came to from other places.
I watched my ABC City VHS tape every day. I know what a good place looks like. There's so many children outside playing, and the colorful things that grow out of the ground.
Flowers.
And the color of the sky.
Blue.
And I can just tell I'm supposed
what?
Save Captain Pickle! The Great Gabbies say that sometime Mr. Pickle gets trapped in a cage, and it makes him so he looks like he's dead. And then you have to use the magic to save him. So, I'm gonna do that.
Why do you think he needs to be saved?
Because otherwise he would have come to save us. Well, I better get moving.
Ooh, but little Gabby, you can't do this alone. You don't know how to get to ABC City. You don't even know how to get out of the dome.
Sure I do. You just use the door.
She points and Pickle sounds on the letters on top of the door.
Emergency exit.
It's like when you go out and you emerge. You see, Mr. Pickle, it'd be nice if I had someone to help me, but this is something I can handle on my own.
Little Gabby.
What?
Little Gabby,
What?
I will help you.
You? You're just a humble and cowardly janitor. You don't know how to get to ABC City.
No, but I know who does. I can take you to her, but if you go outside the dome, you will have to wear this mask to protect you from bad air.
Do you have to wear a mask?
No, I'm a janitor. We don't have to worry about that kind of thing. But we do have to worry about storms and malaria. Oh, and bears that are half grizzly and half polar and
It's okay, Mr. Pickle. If you get scared, just hold my hand and think of the captain. Deep breath. Emergency!
They both run out the door. Now for a commercial about reading. Jaunty country music starts to play.
If somebody wrote it, they want you to know it. So if you can read it, that means you should hate it.
Danger.
Danger.
Danger!
Applause, confetti. Who was another commercial? The dome commercial.
What is a dome?
A dome is a home for people to live in.
A dome was made by the people of the past for the children of the future.
The dome keeps you safe.
You don't go out of the dome if you can help it.
A dome is where we all live.
Pickle's cheers. Back to the main story. Mr. Pickle and little Gabby enter and regard the garbage, a massive heap of trash.
What is that?
Ooh, that's the garbage.
Gross.
Oh, no. The garbage is not gross. The garbage is very wise. If I am cleaning and I find something that needs to be remembered, I always give it to her. Oh, great garbage, heap of civilization. We have a question for your massive pit of wisdom.
Who calls upon the garbage? Cower before the piled knowledge of ancient beings, kneel people of earth, and... Oh, Mr. Pickle. Is that you? Hey, what have you brought your garbage?
Oh, pages from an old cookbook and a brochure from Costco about solar panels.
The garbage opens her mouth and Mr. Pickle tosses a couple papers in. The garbage chomps them happily and makes nom noises.
Oh, I also brought a little girl.
Oh, a little girl. Oh, she'll want to hear the story.
No.
Yes.
I'm actually pretty busy, but I have a question
Long ago, when the world was real and the daughter of the creation goddess was playing on the riverbank, when the anti-god saw her. What is that you're playing with?
My puppets that my mother made me.
Might I see it? The daughter, who was proud of the puppet, gave it to the anti-god, who immediately threw it down a great dark hole.
My mother's present!
The daughter screamed and jumped. The hole was an entrance to the bad anti-world, where the gods put everything that had gotten broken. This had seemed like a good idea to the gods when they had it, but they didn't account for the jealousy of the anti-god, who had to be in charge of this sad, empty place, and did nothing but desire the perfections of the real world for himself. And then the anti-god had the perfect daughter, and for the perfect daughter, this was not great, as she had to live in the anti-world and never see the light of the beautiful sun.
Oh, don't worry, Puppet. My mother will save us.
The daughter did not understand that things were more complicated, and that up in the real world, her mother was facing a complete stonewalling from the other gods, who disliked the anti-god, but really needed his support. So, the creation goddess turned into her own twin sister, the destruction goddess, which is something that she had promised never to do. But the other gods assumed she would quit after a while because she had literally thousands of children, and she wouldn't kill them all because of this one, would she? They decided to call her bluff. However, the daughter had no idea what was going on in the real world. She held her puppet and cried,
I wish you were my mother.
I can be your mother.
The puppet usually didn't talk, so this got the daughter's attention right away.
The most important thing a mother can do is advise her child. And I would advise you, my child, to see what you can do about rescuing yourself.
The daughter had tried this already.
Don't frown at me, little idiots. You ran and you fought, and he stopped you because he is stronger. You will never be stronger, but you are the daughter of the creation goddess. Why don't you make him something that will distract him?
The daughter thought and remembered a funny little monkey that she used to keep as a pet. She gathered all the broken bits from the anti-world that she could and made a charming little monkey. Nothing like as good as the real monkey, but still. And she gave it to the anti-god. And the anti-god laughed and played with the monkey, but only for a little while, and when the daughter tried again to escape, he definitely noticed.
Good start, my child. Probably should go bigger next time.
So, the daughter made a flock of swans like the one she used to watch on the riverbed. She made a fragrant fruit tree like the one she used to sit under. She even made a beautiful toy shop like the one she used to visit with her mother, filled with toy swans and toy monkeys. Every day she sat and thought of everything in the real world that she loved, and did her best to recreate it. Even the other guards, with the exception of her own mother, toward whom she harbored very complicated feelings. And as the years wore on, she made everything a perfect recreation of the real world inside the anti-world. And still, the anti-god would not let her go. And some say this is the greatest possible blessing. For although the creation goddess was truly bluffing, once the other gods refused her request, the rage and grief that filled her heart made it impossible for her to turn back into herself. She had turned into the destruction goddess for good, and she danced all over the glorious real world until it was danced to pieces. And she danced the other gods to nothing, and then she danced away herself. And so the world that the daughter made, the broken mirror world, the world of dark glass, that is the only world left. And that is the world we live in today. The end. I hope that answers your question.
It did not.
What was your question?
Can you tell me how to get to ABC City? I know it is in Brooklyn, Lynn, New York.
A strange noise as the garbarge's guts roil and churn.
Let me see. I have a map!
Oh, thank you, great garbage!
Oh, this map is precious. The memory of an ancient world. What do you have to give us in return?
My blue ribbon? My extra water rations?
Come on now. I'm building a world inside me. I require blueprints, stories, knowledge of what has passed.
But I only have one thing like that.
She takes her ABC City tape out of her bag and looks at it sadly.
Now, that looks interesting. I'll give you that for that.
Now, wait just 1 minute. I just gave you all the trash that I had. This is an outrage. This is ridiculous. This is,
a debacle. and injustice.
Yes. What?
I also have a combined dictionary thesaurus in here.
You do not have to do this. You watch that tape every day.
When I live in ABC City, I won't need it.
Looks at her VHS tape and kisses it goodbye, then throws the tape into the garbarge's ball. The garbage makes Cookie Monster chopping sounds, then whirring machine sounds. After a moment, a map of the United States pops out. Little Gabby grabs it and opens it.
Okay. Philadelphia is here. Okay. And Brooklyn is here. It's really close.
Oh, but Gabby, think how long it takes you to walk from one end of the old Philadelphia to the other. And look how small all of Philadelphia is on this map.
Oh no.
Well, I guess that's that. We did our best, so we should go back into the dorm where we will be safe. Been nice talking to you, Garbage. I'll see
Do
you
you
later.
know why they call me the garbage?
Huh?
It comes from garbage and barge.
Okay.
Garbage, 1, discarded or useless material.
Okay.
2, a thing that is considered worthless or meaningless.
Thank you.
Barge, verb, to move ponderously or clumsily.
Don't know that.
Verb, to thrust oneself heedlessly or unceremoniously. Noun, a flat-bottomed boat for carrying freight, typically on canals and rivers.
Rivers?
Hang on, it's been a while since I've done this.
The garbage unmoors herself and starts to move. Pickle and Gabby Star Trek from side to side.
We'll go down the river, out to sea, and up the coast, straight to ABC City!
ABC City!
Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Now it's time for another commercial. A cast member appears with 4 cups of water.
One of these cups is not like the other. One of these cups is safe to drink. One of these cups is filled with good water. Which one do you think? Is it this one? Is it this one? This one? This one?
Honestly, none of them look remotely safe. The cast member just stands there smiling stiffly and enjoying the Pickle and little Gabby on the river.
Every moment, we are getting further and further away from the dome of old Philadelphia. We have been traveling so long that the garbage has fallen asleep. But I will not sleep. I am a traveler. My great Gabby was a traveler, and I was named after her. She was brave. She left the place where she was living, and she went to look for ABC City, and I'm going to find it. And I'm not going to close my eyes until I see it. I won't sleep. I won't even blink.
Little Gabby gazes at the horizon and immediately gets sleepy.
I will sit down, though. I can look from sitting down, lying down.
Close your eyes, child, close your eyes. The world is a happy meal. You are the prize. I'll stay awake if you go to sleep. In this whole wide world, you're the thing I would keep. And it's sad, child, but it is true. The whole wide world was created for you. We made it for you a long time ago. We made it for you. Oh, how could we know? And it's hard, child, but it's true. We knew. What? We knew. Little Gabby, wake up! Wake up! We have reached the sea!
Oh, it's so
The
big!
sea whispers at her.
I am big.
Is it saying something?
Don't miss it.
Oh, what's this?
Rain.
I am
What are those?
Clouds.
Oh,
bottom of the anti-world. It is quiet. There's a little girl there working on sewing a doll. She's a lot like little Gabby, but instead of being a full puppet, she's just a wire framework. She is eerie and still. She looks terrifying.
Hello?
The wire puppet looks up sharply.
Oh, don't talk to her. She looks dangerous.
Are you a goddess of creation?
No. There is no goddess of creation. There is no one looking after us. Otherwise, they would have come. There's just us. And we're all children. All children in the anti-world.
I heard about your mother. She loved you more than anything else that ever existed.
That's a story. If she existed and she loved me, she would have saved me. But I was not saved.
No, they told me she destroyed the world for you.
Oh. That's nice.
Red lights start blinking. A voice repeats, emergency, emergency, emergency.
Hold on. It's time for us to go out.
They grab each other and fall back out of the garbage.
The storm is over! The wind blew us all the way up the coast! We're in Brooklyn!
Gabby looks around.
But this is just more ocean.
Oh, yes. My maps are a teensy bit outdated. The ocean used to be smaller.
ABC City is underwater?
Most of the good cities are. I used to go up and down the coast getting what I could while it was still dry. Not really worth it now.
How am I going to get to ABC City if it's underwater?
Excellent question, little Gabby. I guess that means it's time for us to return to Philadelphia and the safety of our dome. Let's turn around and then
Wait! What's that? It's rising out of the sea, shining like some kind of stretched out dome.
That's a tower.
An infinite tower! Whoever lives there must be extremely
Dangerous!
intelligent. I bet they'll know something about how to get to ABC.
I bet they have some great trash, too. Let's move!
Here we go.
Strap on your walking shoes and shoulder your load. This journey isn't done with you yet. It's physically impossible to reach the end of the road. In fact, you've barely gotten your feet wet. There's always one more step, always one more trip, one last number to dial. There's always one more step. Try the next house over, check the other aisle.
That's a really good point. Let me try. Keep my lines open. I have just begun to roam. And furthermore, I've just begun to fight. But I'm not getting tired. And I'm not ready to go home. It's getting dark, so we can see at night. There's always one more step. Always one more question that you haven't thought to ask. There's always one more step. One more magic try to try. One more face behind the mask.
Whoa, 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 and what are those?
Several drones fly down from the infinite tower.
They must have heard our
A
song.
drone hovers in front of her.
Are you a bird?
The drone grabs little Gabby and starts to carry her off.
Hey, you put her down, metal bird! You give her back!
Grabs little Gabby's ankle and they fly to the top of the infinite tower.
Oh, released.
The drone deposits its Pickle, little Gabby in front of the boy from the infinite tower.
Welcome to the Infinite Tower. I hope your journey was felicitous.
Hey, you're a kid.
What is that? I asked you to bring the girl, child.
That's my janitor. Be nice to him.
I don't have time for toys.
I know it's not a toy. Excuse me, but you're rude.
My parents are dead, and I was raised mostly by drones, and they are not very adept at etiquette. Please forgive my plenteous missteps.
Oh, my Gabbies are also dead, and I don't have any kids my age to play with.
Neither do I. It makes me lachrymose at times. Lachrymose means sad.
Oh! Well, I'm going somewhere with lots of children. Maybe you want to come.
That is a very salubrious prospect, but I can't leave the tower. Someone must watch the machine.
A machine? What's that?
A long story. The longest story. A story of great men and great women and of great deeds. The story of me.
He's probably going to tell it now.
Long ago, when the skies were blue,
The drones assemble and help him illustrate.
the world was breaking. All of the systems. The sky, the water, the ice, the feedback loops. It got too hot and then too cold, and sometimes both at once. Large sections of it went on fire. It was, in general, abominable.
Abominable.
When this was happening, there lived a man in New York City, the most perspicacious man on earth. He was an infanta of industry, a demigod of drones. He had gotten so much capital, which means money, that he could do basically anything he wanted. So he decided to fix the world.
Wow!
A better word would be tremendous or gazooks. There is another person in this story, the world's most ingenious woman. She had a solution. Geoengineering. She wanted to seed the skies with special elements to shield the earth and make it cool. She went to all the kings and queens and presidents in order, and none of them would do it. But then one day, the most perspicacious man in the world sent a bird to tweet at her, and she told him of her plan to silver the sky, and he said, yes, just like that, yes. And he started it the very next day, and all the kings and queens and presidents tried to stop him, but this was around the time of the migration wars, and everyone was leaving, so he just requisitioned a security force and built the infinite tower to house the great machine. And just at the last moment, just when we were going to tip into overshoot and all would be lost forever, they turned on. The skies turned white. The earth got just a little bit cooler, and we entered stasis. Some people said that the most perspicacious man in the world had failed. New York was underwater. Millions had died. But he said, let them die. If they lived as they did before, I could not create stasis. Once the machine was on, it couldn't be turned off. So he married the most ingenious woman in the world, and they raised their child to care for the machine. And that child found a husband, and so on, until there was myself. And for me it is very hard, because I have only the drones and records and must figure things out for myself, but I have not failed. The machine still runs. The drones still fly. And now, see? A little girl has come to visit me, so I know that life continues.
Little Gabby reaches out and holds the boy's hand.
My ancestor was also very impressive. She traveled far and survived the migration wars and helped build the sanctuary city dome of old Philadelphia. So we've got a lot in common, and we could be good friends.
I've waited my whole life for a little girl to come here.
Aww.
And now that you finally arrived,
Hooray!
we can get married!
Whoa, what?
Now that you are here, you can be my wife.
Oh, we're both like 10 years old. Why would we want to do something crazy like that?
I'm getting older every day. When I die, like my father, the machines will be alone. The sky will go unsilvered, and the earth will heat up again. So you see, it is a matter of the utmost urgency.
I'm not sure we like each other.
That doesn't matter. Most of my ancestors didn't.
I don't even know how to make a baby.
Neither do I. But I have a lot of manuals, and I'm sure the instructions are in here somewhere.
I'm sorry. I can't do that because 1, I don't want to, and because 2, I have my own job that's really important. Have you heard of ABC City?
ABC City. What's that?
Oh, the best place. There's so many kids, and all they do is learn and play, and breakfast food talks, and it's funny. I have a tape I watched about it. Used to have, and sometimes when I'm having
having a hard time, I pretend I'm one of the kids on the tape. And because in ABC City, everything always works out okay.
That doesn't seem accurate.
It is accurate! Because in ABC City, there's Captain Pickle! He's a very great and brave hero. He can fly, and he can turn regular dresses into princess dresses. And he gives superior hugs.
Tremendous.
I can bring him back, but first, I need to get under the water, and I just don't know how.
I do. Look,
He opens the door, revealing an adorable scuba suit.
you can go underwater wearing this. It's phenomenal technology.
Wow!
Tremendous.
He holds the suit out to her, then hesitates.
I only have one. And if you didn't bring it back, I wouldn't be able to fix things that go wrong beneath the water line in the tower, and we'll lose stasis. And then the seas will boil, and the towers fall, and all remaining life on Earth screams and dies, and all because of me. Because I listened to you and made a mistake. You can't have the scuba suit. I need it.
No, marry you! What? If you let me take the suit, once I save Captain Pickle, I'll come back here and be your wife. I promise.
Wait, little Gabby. You cannot do that.
No, I won't be able to live in ABC City, but someone else will. This is a good bargain. I'm pretty smart, and you can teach me everything you need to know to fix the machines. You can take a break once in a while. And when we are grown-ups, we'll find the right manual and make a baby. Even though that sounds gross, and I don't even want to think about it right now. You just have to give me the suit first.
I'll show you how to put it on.
The boy puts little Gabby into the adorable scuba suit.
A hero sleeps beneath the sea. A hero sleeps inside of me. Everything I have to do is tough. Hey, everything I give is not enough. Have you heard of ABC City? It's a place where everyone is free. Have you heard of ABC City? It's a place for her and him and you and me.
A hero sleeps beneath the waves. A hero knows how to be brave. Sometimes magic falls before the truth. Sometimes magic fails, so what's the use? I have heard of ABC City, where the skies are perfect blue all day. I am thinking of ABC City. It's just on the horizon. It's never far away.
Little Gabby is all suited up.
Okay. Can you have your drones flies down now?
If I let you go, you might never come back.
But I promised.
I waited years and years and years for a little girl to come. What if it's 100 years before another girl finds the tower?
Little Gabby runs to the window.
I'll jump!
You can't! The fall will damage the suit!
Is that true?
It's okay, little Gabby. Close your eyes. Everything is going to be all right.
Little Gabby nods, closes her eyes, they jump.
I'm falling! I'm falling! I'm falling!
Suddenly, Mr. Pickle is wearing the magic Captain Pickle cape. It flares out like a parachute.
I'm slowing down! Mr. Pickle! What's happening?
They plunge beneath the waves. Down, down, down through the water, past the tops of the drowned buildings, and down into the streets, and into a warehouse with a sign, ABC Company Production, Soundstage 1. Little Gabby sees a familiar sign and looks around enthralled.
ABC City. I'm finally here. There's Tia Tooley's store and Alderman Alphabet's Alpha House and a fountain of knowledge and why does it look so strange? Everything is smaller than it should be. The door to Alderman Alphabet's Alpha House is missing.
She swims to Alderman Alphabet's Alpha House and looks for the empty door.
There's nothing past the door. Where's the rest of it?
There's no rest of it, little Gabby. This is the only ABC City there ever was.
That can't be true, Mr. Pickle. Mr. Pickle, where did you get that cape?
So, I have something to tell you. A story. Long ago, when I was temporarily dead, your great Gabby found ABC City. When she got there, she saw what you saw. It wasn't a real place she could live. It was just a facade, which means something empty. That she stayed here until the water got too high and then went inland to look for somewhere safe. And as she walked, she learned the magic. She brought me back to life. And I became a hero. And I showed children, oh, so many children, how to be brave. How to take another step when you cannot take another step. How to walk and walk and walk and walk to the next place and the next place until we found old Philadelphia. And Gabriella decided that if she could not find ABC City, she could found it. And then we built the dome and we made a place to live together. We didn't need heroes anymore. But we didn't need janitors.
Little Gabby starts to hyperventilate. Her suit is failing.
Oh no. Something is wrong. Your suit is breaking. Hold on, little Gabby. Hold on!
Grabs her, starts to swim toward the surface, flying out of the ocean to spray water, and landing super heroically on the garbage.
Little Gabby, say something.
Mr. Pickle, you're Captain Pickle. Why didn't you tell me the truth?
I don't know. I'm a puppet with a secret identity. I don't know much about the truth. I thought I could give it all up when we... I am a moldy felt and rusted wire. I'm something a dead guy made when he was scared. And he needed someone to tell him that everything was going to be alright. And this dead guy wishes he could have done something different. He wishes he could be there for you, little Gabby. He wishes it so hard that his heart and time are breaking in half and folding like cardboard. The truth is, the world was beautiful. The truth is, we messed up. The truth is, we had a whole planet to give you, and we left you with nothing but an idea.
I don't know. Seems like a world to me. It's made of trash and slimy water, but still a world. And there are even other kids in it, and probably not all of them are crazy. Thank you, Captain Pickle.
Thank me?
I would never have been brave enough to leave old Philadelphia if he hadn't needed to comfort you. If I didn't have to keep telling this cowardly janitor to be brave, and I knew I had to leave. The dome was breaking, and I was the only one left. All my Gabbies were dead, and I hardly had any food. If I didn't leave, if I didn't keep moving, I wouldn't have survived. I'd be at home, and I'd be dead. But I'm still here, being hunted by drones as part of some kind of forced breeding program. Miles and miles from everything I've ever known, on a floating trash barge above a drowned city. Alone.
It is a good thing you know the magic.
Yes, it is a very good thing I know the magic.
Can I have a hug?
Music starts. Jaunty music. Travel music. Music like something beginning. Gabby stands up to face the dawn. End of